Hello, YouTube. Now, one thing that I've talked to many people about when I told them my story about me wanting to join the Air Force, I know that they're pretty much like, well, what are you gonna do? Well, what are you gonna do with your kids? And I told them, well, they're gonna be at home with dad. And like, oh, you're not afraid of your children forgetting you? And I said, no, because I've thought of ways for my babies to remember me by taking videos of myself and showing them pictures and showing them the videos. So, I'm pretty sure. And they're like, well, how can you do that? I said, because it's what my family needs and it's what I want. Also, you know, it's it's a win-win situation because my family gets the life they deserve and then I get the career that I want to work towards and deserve. And it's kind of hard to explain to people that have that certain mindset that women need to stay at home and don't need to go work, because I've met quite a few of them out here. Um, also, the message in this video is for you girls who have husbands and babies and you are scared to leave. It's okay to leave for a bit. It is, especially when, the sacrifice is so little for a prize that's going to be so big. Because you're gone for 8.5 weeks. If everything goes perfect how it's supposed to go, you're gone for 8.5 weeks. Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12, if you're in med hold, from what I've heard on other YouTube videos. And then you go to tech school. Now, depending on your career, it's not going to be that long. Because, like, for a command post job, the tech school is 29 days, not counting holidays and weekends. And so that's just a little over a month, depending on what month you go, you know. Um, so you just have to, if you really want to join, but you don't want to be away from your children, I suggest really look in depth to the jobs you want. Go to airforce.com um, or about.com, because the airforce.com that I went to, which is the main website, on there it had the job, and I clicked on the job and it showed the details and where you'd go for your tech school and how many days the tech school was. And for a lot of those jobs, they didn't have an extensive amount of time. I wanted to be security forces, and that's 65 days. And then another one for command post is 29 days. The one for fusion analyst is 92 days. So looking at things like that, and you have to realize that you're gone this much, but you being away for this much, promising to defend and protect the country that you and your family are living in, is nothing compared to the lifetime of smiles and memories you're going to make with them when you secure them a home, when you're not struggling anymore. And then you give your kids someone to look up to when you're doing what you need to do, when you have that career that you're going to have. And if you don't like that job, then switch when your contract is over and do what you need to do, because it's not too bad. Yes, I'm going to miss my children so much because I haven't been away from them for more than a day. My son, I was away from him for 3 weeks, not my choice. Um, but I was only away from him for 3 weeks, and after that, the only time we're away is when we go out on a date at night. Never been away from them for more than a day since then, and that was a long time ago, like a long time ago. So it's really beautiful that I'm with them every day because it makes me have such great memories with them. And I'm gonna get lots of pictures printed out and everything. And if they're gonna get sent to me, because I was told not to take too many pictures to basic, let them get mailed to me. And I'm pretty happy that I made all these memories and that they make all these memories to me, because my daughter, she may be 7 months, but she knows who I am. Like, she knows, hey, that's mom. She knows who's not mom, and she will always know who mom is. Now, if I would have left and she was a lot younger, then that's a whole different story. My son, he's very clingy to me, and I love it because he's so loving and he knows who mom is. So if I'm gone for a couple of months, they're gonna have my pictures, they're gonna have my videos, they're gonna have my voice recordings, so they're gonna remember me, so that therefore it is okay. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not okay to leave your children. If you have to do what you have to do, then do it. Some people who tell me, oh, you shouldn't leave your kids behind, you shouldn't get a job, you should stay at home and work. Okay, everybody doesn't have a life like those who like to make suggestions. Like, I've met some women who have husbands who are doctors or police officers or firemen, and they're like, well, I don't have to leave my kids, you don't have to leave your kids, and you need to stay at home. Okay, sorry, my husband doesn't make $4,000 a month. My husband doesn't make $7,000 a month or has a six-figure salary at at the end of the year before taxes. So we both have to work. I choose to work, so I'm going to work, because nowadays it's not so easy. Things become more expensive. Back in the day, you spend $50 on groceries, you feed your house for 2 weeks to a month. Nowadays, you spend $50 on groceries, that's one meal if you don't spend your money right. Or you can be cheap and buy the off-brand stuff and feed yourself for a week. But it's not like that anymore. So be careful who gives you advice when they're telling you, hey, if you're leaving, your husband's going to cheat on you. If you're leaving, your kids are going to forget you. If you know that you are secure in your relationship and you would like to go into the military, by all means, do your thing. Now, if you are scared about your kids when you leave and you don't have that trust with your husband, then my suggestion is don't leave yet. If you do not trust your husband to watch your children, instill somebody else to watch your children, because that's my best suggestion. If you don't trust them, it's because that's what it all falls on, is trust. I trust my husband to watch my kids, and he loves them. My daughter's a daddy's girl at times, my son's a daddy's boy at times, so it's pretty easy for them to bond with him, and he has a great relationship with them, and I know he's their number one priority. So now I know, okay, it's okay for me to leave for a bit, because like, you're gone for this much, and then you're home for this much, and then one thing you got to think about is there's so much in this country, and nowadays you have to be rich or outlandish, or there's so many things that you have to be to have a voice. Okay, instead of trying to focus on pointing out the bad crap that's going to this country, why not join a team that will help you and you help them protect the Constitution? Because that's what they say when you swear in, is protect the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And for me, what better way to keep my children safe one step at a time than to join the military and get a good career, because you can't make this country better by yourself, and neither can politicians. So if anybody trying to question you when they ask you, okay, why are you going away from your children so long? Because it's my choice. I want to have a career. Having my children in a stable environment will be easy for me. So, and actually, you don't even have to explain yourself. If people think it's wrong for you to join the military and you're a woman, just add that to the ignore factor and just go and do what you want to do. I'm not condoning any girls that want to do something bad. I'm only condoning the good stuff, in case some girls take it wrongly, because I've been there where I've seen a friend watch a YouTube video and they're like, yeah, do what you want, that's going to make you feel strong, and then she ended up stabbing her boyfriend. And I was like, no, I don't think he meant it like that. So I just want to say, I'm condoning the good stuff. Do what you want to do when it comes to getting your money, getting your education, and working your butt off, because it's going to have a great outcome, and your babies are going to get to grow up in a good life, have a great education, and you never know where it's going to lead you. So you guys have a wonderful YouTube surfing session, and have a awesome evening or morning. Good night.